Let's now try to account the depreciation routed through this way. அதாவது provision for depreciation route பண்றோம். And while selling the assets after some time, we are directly adjusting that in the asset account. In the basis the sum work out பண்ண போறோம். Is that clear? Let's see here. இதோடைய amount of depreciation, original value being 60, scrap value being 5000, life being 4 years and SLM method of depreciation நீங்க ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். அப்ப depreciation and SLM method வந்து original value minus scrap value by life. Original value 65,000 and life being scrap value being 5,000. Life of the asset being 4, so 15,000 will be the amount of depreciation provided every year. And then the asset sold for 10,000. Asset sold for 10,000 by the end of third year. So I am going to account this through accounting provisions, provision for depreciation model. So accounting of this with the provision for depreciation model. At 0th period, you are purchasing the asset for 65. Adukana journal entry. Asset upon debit to bank. The value here being 65,000. The value here being 65,000. By the year end, we are depreciating. Depreciation is a loss or expenses. Debiting. Depreciation upon debit. Usually, two assets போடுவீங்க, but நீங்க two assets போட போறதில்ல because it is going to be routed through provision for depreciation. So, two provision for depreciation. Two provision for depreciation. The year-on-year amount depreciated here being only 15,000. So 15,000 here, 15,000, 15,000. You repeat this, right? Year end the depreciation and nominal account should be closed by transferring that to the P&L account. So the entry being P&L account debit to depreciation. P&L account debit to depreciation. Okay. And the same model you are going to follow for the year on year. This asset is used for 3 years and after the 3 years only, this asset is going to be sold, right? So after the 3 years, we are repeating the same process. We are repeating the same process. Okay. For the year 2 and for the year 3, these two remains as it is. Am I right? This is year 2. Okay. Then this is for year 3. For year 2 also the same. For year 3 is also same. We are just repeating the journal entries. We are just repeating the journal entries. Now the asset is going to be sold. Am I right? On sale. On sale. What happens here? You get the money, bank account debit, to asset account. By the end of third year, I sold this. The value realized being only 10,000, but the asset value being 65. The asset value being 65. I have not reduced even single penny due to the depreciation. Am I right? To asset account 65,000. இந்த provision நம்ம ஏன் கிரியேட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம்? இந்த assets யூஸ் பண்ண அதோட வேல்யூ லாஸ் ஆகும். அதுக்காக நான் ஒரு அமௌண்ட் எடுத்து வச்சிருக்கிறேன். This value can be used for adjusting the loss on sale of the asset. As such, now how much provision will be there? 15, 15, 15, 315, 45,000 rupees. In the asset 65 மதிப்புல the 10,000 வித்தால் 55 loss, அதுல இந்த 45 நான் எதுல adjust பண்ணிக்கிறேன்? Provision. Otherwise, on sale the provision is also closed. The provision is for adjusting the loss on sale, but the asset is sold. Hereafter the provision not required, can be directly transferred here. So provision for depreciation. Okay, 45,000. You may ask me the question, why do I want to create that in provision account? Sir, data asset like depreciate பண்ணிருந்திருக்கலாமே. அப்படினா depreciation is not a real expenses. It's an only imagination or calculated one. It's not real one. Profit or loss will be exactly calculated only on sale of the asset, right? So இப்போ எனக்கு தெரியும் 65,000 மதிப்புல தான் 10,000 வித்துறோம்னா 55,000 over the 3 years period loss ஆயிருக்கு. அதான் இந்த 15,000 rupees year on year நம்ம டெபிட் பண்றது உண்மையிலுமே அசெட்ஸ் ஓட லாஸா இருக்க முடியாது. ஏன் அதை போய் நம்ம அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு so we'll just create the provision by estimating that's a loss on sale. Value reduction க்கு அந்த லாஸ் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்காக நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன். So bookல அந்த அசெட்ஸ் ஓட ஒரிஜினல் வேல்யூ எப்பவுமே அப்பியர் ஆகும். சம்டைம்ஸ் லேட்டர் அந்த ஓனர் வந்து அந்த அசெட்ஸ் எந்த ரேட்டுக்கு வாங்கி இருக்காங்கன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறார். அப்ப ஒரிஜினல் வேல்யூ புக்ல இருக்கும்போது சார் இன்னைக்கு என்ன மதிப்பு போகும், எவ்வளவு யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா ப்ரொவிஷன் ஃபார் டெப்ரிசியேஷன் லைட் சைடுல இருக்கும் போய் பாருங்க. அல்லது ப்ரொவிஷன் ஃபார் டெப்ரிசியேஷன் அக்யூமுலேட் ஆயிட்டே வந்திருக்கும், அது பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல அசெட்ஸ் எல்லாம் மொத்தமா போட்டு சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணி இன்னர் காலத்துல சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணி போட்டுருப்பீங்க. தேர்ட் இயர்ல போகும்போது ஒரிஜினல் வேல்யூ ஆஃப் தி அசெட் 65, ப்ரொவிஷன் ஃபார் டெப்ரிசியேஷன் 15, 45 அக்யூமுலேட் ஆயிருக்கும், சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணி 20 போட்டுருப்பீங்க. ஸோ ஓனர் நோஸ் at what price it is originally purchased and up to now how much we have used அப்படிங்கிறது தனித்தனியே தெரியும். So this will be more explanatory for the owners as well as investors to analyze the value of the assets, right? Normal depreciation model இதுக்கும் இதான் advantage. It has a step ahead of the data. நமக்கு இந்த extra data. So on sale the provision is also closed up a rentable difference 10,000 rupees named as loss on sale. Loss on sale. Okay. Yeah, of course, now we can open the ledgers. We can open the ledgers. Okay. So என்னென்ன அக்கௌண்ட் ஓபன் பண்ண போறோம் கவனிங்க. I am going to open asset account, but under the provision model the asset account remains as it is to bank 65,000 by balance 65,000 will not have any changes. அடுத்த வருஷம் the same becomes opening balance and that remains as it is by balance. And third again to balance, but last year it is going to be sold. Last year it is going to be sold. அது வரைக்கும் அசெட்ல அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணல. லாஸ்ட் இயர்ல அசெட்ஸ்ல by bank by provision for depreciation loss on sale we get 10,000 rupees provision for the asset created up to now in totality 45, loss on sale being 10,000. So account is fully closed. Balance sheet and the asset account remains as it is without any disturbance. On sale it will be totally removed out of the balance sheet. Now how do we now post the provision for depreciation account, sir? Provision for depreciation. We are not creating the depreciation account, provision for depreciation. Right. In provision for depreciation account, very first year by depreciation. Now the question is Is that will be closed by the end of year? No, it will be balanced. It will be balanced. To balance carried on, and by balance brought down. By balance brought down. And second year also again depreciation 15. By the end of second year, the provision for depreciation being 30 to balance. In the third year, by balance 30. Again, I am creating the depreciation 15 for this year. In the third year, the asset disposed, then the provision for depreciation no more required. Will be transferred from provision for depreciation account to asset account. Anga nama transfer pannittom. So with that, the provision for depreciation account will be completely closed. Completely closed. So we have completed the provision for depreciation. What about the depreciation account, sir? The depreciation account remains as usual. Depreciation account remains as usual. Now let's see here. When I open the depreciation account, depreciation is transferred to the provision for depreciation account, right? Charged through provision for depreciation. So two provision, asset adjustment provision accumulate பண்றோம். Provision for depreciation 15, and immediately it is transferred to the P&L account. So by P&L account 15,000. This will be repeated year on year. We don't have any balance for the depreciation as it is being done year on year. It's going to be transferred to provision for depreciation 15,000 by P&L account 15,000. Repeat this. To provision for depreciation 15,000 by P&L account 15,000. Now, how this will appear in the balance sheet? Okay, let's see here. In case of posting these things in the P&L account as well as balance sheet, P&L account and balance sheet. Balance sheet எப்படி இருக்கும்னா முதல் ஆண்டில் asset அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும் 65,000. இதுக்கான depreciation subtract பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Provision for depreciation. It is not depreciation, provision for depreciation. Subtract பண்ணீங்கன்னா then it becomes 50,000 rupees. 3 zeros cut பண்ணிக்கிறேன். இந்த depreciation P&L accountல debit பண்ணிடுவீங்க. இதான் first year. This is what about the first year. Okay. அதாவது 65 asset முதல் ஆண்டில் 15 provision இருக்கு அப்படினா balance 50,000. இதுக்கான depreciation 15,000 போட்டாச்சு. Second year என்ன ஆகும்? Second year also depreciation debited in the P&L account 15,000. Second year balance sheet, இது first year. Second year balance sheet எப்படி இருக்கும்? Asset எவ்வளோ? 65,000. It remains at its own original value. The original value of the asset remains undisturbed. Provision for depreciation 30,000. Now 35,000. Depreciation சொன்னால் நீங்க that subtract பண்ணிக்கலாம். Provision subtract பண்ணக்கூடாது. It's an accumulation and the account maintenance. That difference you know. Is that okay? And the third year again depreciation being 15,000 in balance sheet. Asset account being 65, provision for depreciation being 45. Later on sold, அப்போ ஒண்ணுமே appear ஆகும். Later on sold, close பண்ணி. So இப்போ இந்த டிஃபரன்ஸ் தெரிஞ்சுங்க. டெப்ரிசியேஷன் ஒவ்வொரு வருஷமும் இருக்கக்கூடிய பேலன்சிங் ஃபிகர்ல செப்பரேட் பண்ணிட்டே வந்துருவீங்க. ஒரு 10 வருஷம் லைஃப் உள்ள அசெட்டுக்கு ஒரு 7 வருஷம் நம்ம டெப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ண பிறகு புக்ல இருக்கிற வேல்யூ வந்து depreciated value of not available what's the original value unless I go and see the documents. இதோட பில் எடுங்க பாக்குறேன்னா 7 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி பில் எங்க வச்சனே தெரியல சார். So that's the problem. But if you are following this one, what happens? The original value of the asset purchased is appearing there itself until for the usage is there any value or loss of it. The value loss accumulated in the name of provision for depreciation. It will have such an advantage, right? Hope you could understand this model. Adjusted through provision for depreciation model is over. Clear? Come on, finish up copying this.